Hi everyone, welcome to another episode by Poor Man Gamer. A couple days ago I posted a video showing a really light deck on the Nod side that's all about speed. It's the one you see here on the very top with the Rifleman, the Laser Squad, the Cyber Wheel, the Bike. It was a Laser Drone and a Banshee. So here I'm going to try it in the Masters League, and I actually had quite a bit of success with this deck as well. So I'm going to try to show you matchups where I played against stronger opponents only. As you can see here, this guy, he's playing around with an Orca Bomber. He's probably not a real serious player. So we're going to jump right into here. A lot of these units I have, I didn't really level them up that much. They're actually not very high level units. So I definitely don't have a level advantage here, like I do on occasion with my GDI deck, because I finally broke through to level 11s for some units, and it's a very viable deck, right? And I think it is a fun deck that a lot of you guys can definitely use. This guy had a weird opening, okay? Now remember, I don't see that. Most people go Harvester first and then the Scarab. In this case, he decided to bust open with a Scarab first, which I was able to make quick work of. The beauty of this deck, like I showed in the last video, is to open with the Barracks first, and then see what the opponent does, right? I open with the Barracks first to go ahead and open with a Rifleman. If I see vehicles, I will, laser drones. I mean my laser squads. If I see that the opponent has a War Dog or a Cyber Wheel, then I'm going to wait and be patient and roll it with bikes instead. So here I'm playing matchups. I'll go ahead and roll my Cyber Wheel to across the map, because like I said, beauty of this map is you can run across the map very quickly with these speedy units. And look at this. He's just sending his bike across. I was able to switch spot, jump on all 3 tiles, and still rapidly defend my own Harvester. Obviously, with all of those bikes, he's going to want to go after my Harvester. So that's why I go ahead and plant my laser troops right there. And here I'm going to go ahead and send down my Banshee, because I anticipated he's going to have some kind of anti-vehicle, anti-infantry unit. And I was right. So there it is with the Chem Buggy. I go ahead and roll out my my Banshee against him. I run away with my laser troops, and I save him as much as I can. And this stage of the game, he's just getting desperate now, spamming bikes. Banshees do okay against bikes. Laser drones would have been better. I'm not using laser drones because I have them at level 1. Right? I haven't upgraded at all in this deck, and I kind of treat this account as my more competitive deck, so to say. How you use the set drill pod is wait until 3/4 and then roll it out in the tile where you have a matchup advantage. That either means where you can kill the opponent quickly, or where the opponent cannot kill you quickly. In this case, look at this. He's getting desperate. Oh no! He's on all 3 tiles and I'm not. And pew pew pew. See ya. Beautiful, beautiful deck. It is so light, so quick. Alright, and it just does a tremendous job against the opponents. And I'm going to show you guys matchups here where not everyone has a Scarab, right? It's not a common deck. And I also show you where I lose. And where I lost is entirely my own fault. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this one here against a very common GDI deck, a Tech Lab unit.
Establishing battlefield control.
Yeah, I'm going to see how it goes. It's a lot of fun. So here we are against Mad Dog. Alright. So I open with a Harvester. I don't know how he clicked faster than I did with this Harvester. He must be hacking. He must be cheating. No, I'm kidding. He's not. I'm just slow at, opening. So look at that. He sees the War Dog there. What do? Run away. I go ahead and use my laser troops in this case, because I only see 1 War Dog. It's a 1-on-1 situation. War Dog against laser drones in a 1-on-1 situation, even at level 11, they will lose. And look at that. How predictable. Out comes a Pitbull. I knew that was coming. Right? So I go ahead and take him out. I am going to protect my Harvester. I'm not going to let it take any more damage than that. And again, with the War Dogs, not a major concern for me, because unless the War Dogs or the Cyber Wheels go 2-on-1 against my laser drones, my laser troops do really well against it. I do notice he's stalling out the missile by moving out the Pitbull to the bottom. That has me concerned. I want my laser troop in that case to die because it's down to 1 unit. I'm gonna go ahead now and jump on 2 tiles. It's 3/4 of the way. I should have opened a set drill pod on the bottom, right? I'm a little bit late in doing so. There it is. No matchup advantage, unfortunately. And see that? The set drill pod in this light deck really makes people nervous, right? It makes them discombobulated. He was just sending his troops all over the freaking place. So there's my laser drone. I'm gonna go ahead and save my flame troop to the top because having it live there is not really gonna do much of anything, right? And I'm just gonna go distract him by, doing some damage against his base. Remember what I said about this deck being really light? I don't really need a harvester anymore because as long as I can keep the missile going, and with all of the units he's rolled out so far, he hasn't really shown he's got strong units, right? I'm gonna go ahead and start harassing his harvester. And so now he has a choice to make. Does he lose the harvester? Or does he push his way down and contest the missile pads? I do see his Orca. The Orca is going to cause me problems in the long run, so which is why I sent it down, right? So there's my set drill pod. Remember what I said about, it's not about just winning the matchup, it's about going to matchups you can't lose, right? So look at here. I can't lose that matchup on the left side there. He should not have moved his Wolverine. He's thinking, oh, I'm a good player. I can micro my units. Sorry, son. You stepped off the tile and you made a mistake. He thought he could blow me up, and down goes his base. That's the beauty of this deck. Even if I wasn't able to win that second missile, I was in pretty good position to go take a third one, I think. Right? Slightly bragging, a little bit. So I'm going to show you another matchup here against another opponent. He opened with a double harvester. I did not pressure his harvester the way I should, right? And that's on me. That's my mistake. And so, guys, if you're trying out this deck, which is super light, I think it's actually conceivable that you could potentially maybe not use a Venom or something like that, right? I'm gonna go ahead and roll out my rifleman. I mean, a Scorpion tank would do really well in this deck as well because it's pretty quick. But I wanted to try to stay as cheap as possible. See that? I should have charged up that missile a little earlier. I do see a shockwave come out. So out comes my factory. Do not engage. Do not engage. Right? Just plant my rifleman right there. I'm gonna get first fire advantage. If I lose it, I lose it. If I don't, I don't. So here I go ahead and let their shockwave wipe it down. Doesn't really matter to me. Right, I have a matchup advantage, and check this out. Don't move the cyber wheel because I have a matchup advantage. I'm gonna get first fire advantage, 2-on-1. Yeah, baby. Now, what I should have done here was roll out a bike and start pressuring him. I thought I'd be smart by rolling out a banshee instead, just to see what he does. But banshees take a long time to take out the enemy opponent. So now I'm on all 3 tiles. He's on 2, and what I should have done right now is more aggressively pursue his war factor, his banshee, his harvester, bleh, even more. I didn't, and that was my mistake. Because now that I know he has a double harvester, by not pressuring him, I'm actually putting myself at a huge disadvantage. And I should have kept my Venom there, let it take more damage. I'm not killing his troops. Now I know he's just stalling to roll out strong units. Right? This is a mistake on my part. Like I said, it is on me. I easily could have had this match. I didn't. I rolled up my Banshee way too late, right? I finally get his Harvester, but by now, who cares? He's already rolled out 2 Tech Lab units, and I'm going to get myself in trouble. On this deck, the one weakness is I don't do well against Zone Troopers, because my Rifleman actually gets shredded by them very quickly, look. And his Disruptor at level 10 is going to wipe out any infantry that I have very quickly. And I pressured him way too little, way too late. And, I'll take this loss. This was totally on me. I'm going to show you guys exactly what happens. I try to push forward with my Banshee. I'm trying to contest the missile pads, but he has a 2-tile range. He's going to get this missile. And check out what happens here. He basically forms a shield in which I can't get past, because all his Zone Troopers are going to wipe out my Banshee, which is my only anti-vehicle, right, besides my bike. And I don't have any matchup advantage here in which I can win. So I pretty much just give up on the match, right? And the third missile takes by very quickly. Look how long it's going to take my Rifleman to take him out. This game's over, right? I should have pressured him more in the beginning when I had all that economy. I didn't, and this was on me. One thing you could do with this deck is get rid of the Venom and replace it with a tank, possibly. Or, use a laser drone. I don't know. A lot of possibilities with this deck. I'm going to show you guys one last match here. Again, against a much stronger opponent. Just checking, and my kid's crying. He's taking a nap right now. So I'm trying to sneak in a video while I can. So here we are. He's level 10. He's gonna roll out bikes, and you know this deck survives against rushes pretty well. So I'm gonna go scout. What do I see? Bikes. I'm gonna see if he has a harvester. He does not, which tells me he's gonna rush me. So that's why I immediately roll my rifleman. Just let stand on the missile, even though I'm getting rushed. I should have moved my rifleman back to help it shield off the unit. I didn't, and you're gonna see later I lose my harvester, right? And I get off to a bad start. I am able to roll out a bike, right? My bike, there it goes. I should have rolled it down earlier. I didn't, right? I was a little late, and I made a mistake, right? A strategic error on my part. See that? So now he's able to corner my harvester. Honest mistake, it happens. I lose my harvester. But because it's such a light deck, it doesn't really impact me all that much, right? And here's his mistake that he made. I'm going to show you very quickly. That's all it takes in a match sometimes is one big mistake. His mistake was rolling out more knob buggies. It offers him no advantage whatsoever rolling out knob buggies. Because now that Mr. Smarty Pants here has a Giga Cannon, he's probably thinking I'll use my knob buggy to protect my my Giga Cannon. I'm able to swap out units very quickly with this deck. I'm standing on one tile. I have a matchup advantage on the bottom. I'm going to go gang up on you 2-on-1. Right, I'm going to take out your bikes, and then I'm going to take out your knob buggies. I'm going to roll my bikes up to the top, and there it is again in my laser troops. Boom, down goes your knob buggy on the top, and you're pretty much done at this stage of the game. Because now I'm slowly gaining the upper hand with my bike. See that? You've got knob buggies because that's your only counter against my laser troops. Still haven't built a harvester. I would have built a harvester after killing mine. But he doesn't, and you're going to quickly see here this game's over. And I just go ahead and attack his base. And he's stuck around till the very end, did not disconnect. So good on you, 7. I salute you for sticking around. And this is the power of this deck. It works against pretty high-level opponents, right? So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you, if you're feeling stuck or plateaued, go ahead and give this deck a try and let me know if it works for you. See that? All real light units, nothing really leveled up that crazy. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.